Quiero bonito, mágico, man. Moving the bass, whole crew in formation. Hands to the sky, feel the vibration. Lights in the booth, we run the rotation. Turn it up now, join the nation. Moving the bass, whole crew in formation. Hands to the sky, feel the vibration. Lights in the booth, we run the rotation. It's time to join Delgado Nation. Host keeping it tight. Gina with the death, put the truth in the light. Cat bring the grit, city beating a strike. Chris fit the room when the sparks collide. Chantel on the line, virtual link in the zone. Love from the screen, hold it down from the phone. Vibe on the track, one conversation. Pulse of the crowd, welcome to the nation. Move with the bass, whole crew in formation. Hands to the sky, feel the vibration. Lights in the booth, we run the rotation. Turn it up now, join the nation. Move with
What's going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome to Delgado Podcast Nation, episode 48. 2 more away from 50. Oh my God, can't wait.
Dang.
For real, right, Phil? 4 years? Damn.
I know, and you're still on 2022 prices, my dog. I gotta change that.
I'm the little brother stays on that price, okay?
I gotta change that.
Gina, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're a little nervous.
Oh shit!
Oh, sorry, wrong button.
Take me through that. There's a reason why. Phil will explain. Chris, you are here.
I am here.
I don't have a song
today.
for Chris, so this is
That is crazy that you.
Chris.
Well, you could. Yeah, that fits her. Let's just say that fits her
For the most part.
for the most part.
Not always, you know.
How are you doing?
My days.
Doing
I'm doing
great.
well. I'm sorry. I thought we moved on to cat. I'm doing good.
That-
I'm good.
that's how long it's been. That
It's been a
you,
minute.
I know that I'm like ready to move. I'm like,
and
You
she's
ready to go?
guys.
I
Yeah,
feel you.
it's we are here together. Oh my God. Kat, how you doing?
I'm good. Here we go.
Hey,
I'm good. I'm here.
You
Y'all
here.
already know what it is.
bless.
Praise be to be,
Baby.
baby.
I love what she's saying. Phil, how you doing, Philly?
how are you?
I'm on camera today because I got something to say.
Go ahead, Phil. Before we go ahead.
You should play the song again, just so that we know we're
Yeah.
relating
Play the
two.
song and say why.
Let me just put.
Look at Jesus.
All right. So anyway,
Baby's in the corner.
I don't ever put myself on camera because I just don't need the spotlight on myself. But today's a little bit different. I'm going through a lot of things in my life. As you can see, my face is all fucked up. Right? See all that? I've got stage 4 kidney disease. Just got some results back today. Not looking too good right now.
I'm sorry.
But I will be fine. But that's one of the reasons why you see my face like that, which is why I have been away from the camera. So, but you see me on camera. I'm here. I still am alive. I exist. So just bear with me. Anyway. So let me tell you guys a little story. I've been doing the podcast doctor for a very long time. Officially in this building, maybe about 4 years, but as a career, maybe 30. Right? And this has been my entire life's work. And Gina fucked that up. Big time. Not only for me, but for my business partner, Dean, who's a 60-year-old man. How did that happen, you ask? I'm going to show you a little device here.
Oh
right?
my God.
This thing, can y'all see this thing?
They can, yes.
Okay.
Because
You
yes,
see that?
they
Yes,
can
that's
see
clear.
that.
That's
I thought it was a
focus?
planted bug from like the FBI or something.
Is this what influencers do? Oh, is this what they do?
There you go. You can see it perfect just like that.
All right. Okay. So this little piece of equipment here, what it does, it creates a sound that sounds similar to this. Right? And it does it every 12 minutes. Okay, every 12 minutes, literally, every 12 minutes. How do I know that it happens every 12 minutes? You ask.
Oh my god.
Because the last time you guys were here was February 4th, right? That was a Wednesday. And the next day I had shows. We pretty much have shows here all day, every day. Dean does the morning stuff. I do the evening stuff, right? And on February 5th, Dean comes to me and says, "Hey, Phil, there's like a weird beeping noise. I don't know where it's coming from." And I'm just like, whatever, right? So then my show on Thursday, I hear it. I hear it on the air when we were recording several times. And I haven't noticed the intervals yet. I just hear. I think it's like a smoke detector or something we have in the ceiling, or I just kind of ignore it. Then the next day happens, and the next day happens, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next
Oh my
day,
gosh.
and then Dean Dean deals with a lot of corporate clients, right? Dean deals with a lot of high dollar clients, right? And he come in here. If you guys have noticed, the bar is the studio is kind of convertible. We can change it to a lot of things. Dean shot a TV show in here. We do green screen in here, and the over there in the bar has a green screen area. And Dean normally records a client, and this person pays Dean a hefty amount of money, and Dean did not make his money that day because there was that every 12 minutes. And when you're dealing with corporate clients, you can't deal with bad audio like that. So Dean was freaking livid. So we tore this place apart looking for said piece. And maybe on, when did I text you? Was it Sunday?
Was it Sunday? I don't remember.
It might have been Sunday.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
Sunday.
and
Yes,
so-
because he came on his day off.
And so Sunday, Dean calls me and he says, "I found it," right? And I'm like, "What?" And he sends me a picture of this, and it looks like a dang bomb. Honestly, it looks like a bomb, right? So I don't even think to question you
It just
guys
looks
yet.
like
I'm
a
just like,
FBI
okay,
bug.
cool, right? And then I'm going through all my footage and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is in every episode I ever recorded since every show that I've done. You hear the beep in all the podcasts. But, I was upset about it. But Dean was extremely, extremely livid because Dean probably lost $1,000 that day. Oh, no. Right? And so Dean was like, when you find out who does it, you let me know. And so I sent the message to our group chat asking, do y'all know what this is? And the first person that said something was Gina. Right? So everybody else I messaged had no clue what this was, right? But Gina did, right? And so she sends me, she's laughing and Mal's laughing, and I immediately call Mal. I immediately call him, and
I don't know nothing. I'm innocent in all this, guys. I am
Right?
innocent.
right, I immediately call him because Dean is sitting there yelling at me, right? Because Dean doesn't want her ever to come back to the studio. He's like, you messed up our business, blah, blah, blah. So many things have been ruined because you sullied our legacy here at the Podcast Doctor Studios with bad audio we couldn't fix. Right? And so Mal, I called you, right?
Livid.
You eventually thought it was funny until I told you no. So you want to go ahead and take it from here, our conversation?
The conversation goes, Mel, I'm not fucking laughing. And when he's saying that, I'm still trying not to laugh. I hear Dean in the background, and I've never heard Dean yell like that since I've known him for the last 4 years. And Phil known him for over a decade, and he's never heard him yell like that. And Phil goes, you better fucking call her right now. She owes me a fucking apology. She cost Dean fucking money. I'm like, Phil, what the what? Okay, I'm going to call her right now. I'm texting her right now. I'm calling her right now. I got you. I called Gina. Gina picks up the phone, laughing. I'm like, Gina, this is serious. You just fucked up their business. What do you mean? Dean is fucking pissed and doesn't want you to come back to the studio. He doesn't care who podcast it was. He didn't care who it was. Then Gina goes, I told you, text him right now. Let him know that you're gonna text him after he's done with his shows to call you and then you guys can talk. And Phil, take it away.
So Gina and I, we spoke. I mean, we're fine. I was upset. Obviously Dean is more upset. But
and I can say that you're more like when it comes to pranks. Yeah, you have the sense of humor, pranks and everything like that. That you it's okay. Dean, on the other hand, hell no.
No sense of humor.
No
I
sense
mean,
of
it's
humor.
a little understandable though. He lost money. It was a client. That's where he gets most of his business from. It wasn't a joke for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a joke for me either because
No,
our business
fair,
is run
fair,
off
absolutely.
of audio.
Yes.
You can't have a chirp. You can't have a chirp every 12 minutes.
And I told Gina, if I wish you would have known that. I wish I would have known that you was gonna do something like that because I would have told you hell no because the whole entire studio is all audio. So any little thing can mess up a podcast, a show, and it would be heard. I'm surprised. And you told us that. I'm surprised me and Kat didn't hear. But listen, I'm deaf. Everybody knows I'm deaf. So I'm not going to be hearing.
I watched the episode over and I didn't hear it. And then I was waiting for you guys to notice it the whole last episode. And I'm like trying to hold in my laughter the entire last episode because I'm hearing it. But you guys didn't hear it.
I'm
and I
deaf.
didn't hear it in the playback.
I am deaf and blind.
I can't hear
Deaf and
shit.
blind.
Gina, where did you put it though? Because Dean found it.
I put it under the bar, like under the bar top.
Oh man! So we were in the ceiling.
Yeah.
We had the ladder. We were looking in the ceiling. We tore up the back room because it was reverberating. We were getting so paranoid. We heard it in different spots.
Right. Yeah.
I swear
he
to
was
you.
trying to play tricks on you.
Was the joke supposed to just be for us though? Like,
Yeah,
and then
like
you
the
just
different-
forgot
It was
it?
supposed to be for us, and then since I noticed that you guys didn't hear it, I figured Phil would end up texting and say like, "Hey, do you guys hear like a cricket in the studio?" And then that's when I was going to say something, but then I forgot that it was even there.
Jesus. Okay, so Phil, but tell me what you told me how Dean.
So Dean came in here. He came in here like a bat out of hell, still with his motorcycle gear on. Dean's a 60-year-old man. He's going to hit me with his damn helmet. Oh shit. Yeah, and he just left. He was going to wait for you, like legitimately. He was going to wait for you, Gina. And I told him, "You can go home. Just go home." Oh man, I'll handle it. But like,
but tell her how he was had a whole entire. Like he was like investigating, like he had a whole entire whiteboard, written everything down.
He had a whiteboard. He wrote down the different
No.
times. That's how we know the intervals of 12 minutes.
That's
because he would write it down every 12 minutes. He would go to the board, like, okay, here it is again.
I can't.
And
That
it
right
takes a lot to find one. Like,
yes, so you can imagine.
I never
how
found
he
it when it was
tore-
done to me.
How we tore this studio apart
there.
to find it. This little bugger. So yeah. So that's my little rant for today. Gina, I still love you, but just please don't do that.
I'm
ever
very,
again.
very sorry.
You understand? She was her anxiety in the car was already.
Oh, no, I was just fucking with y'all on the text. But, yeah.
No,
man.
but Dean, like I didn't mean to cost him money. I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
Dean.
good. Good thing you just didn't see him. That's just fine. You ain't see him. That's good.
It's probably best you don't,
Yeah,
because I don't.
I'd rather you deal with Phil
Yeah.
than deal with Dean. That's it.
He's still not happy about it, but he'll be all right.
He'll get over it. Just buy him dinner.
Now he has to use it and prank somebody with it.
No, he said he would never do that to his worst enemy.
Just buy him dinner. Just buy him steak or something. Just buy him dinner.
He is traumatized.
Yeah, no, that really did traumatize us. But anyway,
Yes.
so what a great segue for today's show.
For real. Today's show, the trauma debate that nobody wants to talk about. Trigger warning. Trigger warning, because it could be emotional for certain people. It could hit certain people in different aspects. So,
Oh yeah, Dean broke the TV because he was mad. That's why the TV's different.
oh shit. That is, I didn't even see that the TV was smaller.
Yeah, he was.
Damn.
But anyway, that comment, if y'all can, it might be too small to read, but it says if they didn't notice that, it means they need to
That's
change
my
the
friend from
batteries
San Diego.
to their home. No, she just hit it so well, we could not find it.
That's crazy wild though. That
It has like an adhesive so that you can hide it in like different spaces.
wow.
That thing is small. I mean,
That's
that
why
thing
when
is
he's
small
that's
as
why
hell,
when he
so.
texted
And the
in the
battery
group
lasts
chat,
3 years.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
damn.
if that, oh my God.
girl, you would have not.
Oh my God!
No,
If
I
that thing-
legit like forgot that it was even here. Like,
If that thing
and
would
I
have
was
been
waiting
going
for.
on,
Initially, I was waiting for Phil to like text in the group chat. Hey, I was waiting for that text.
Oh my god. All right, Phil. Start the show. Let's
All
start
right.
the show. Yeah, I need a shot for that.
yeah, right.
But I don't even have
Chug
no
on that
shot.
water.
I just got
Stress
chug
you
on.
out?
I just got
It's
chug on the
just
water.
water.
Okay, so Mal's been the moderator when it comes to our group topic discussions. So Mal, what's the thought process behind this episode?
The thought process behind this episode is that wanted to get to bring out some more emotions. And don't look at me like that. Like us opening up a little more. Opening up a little more. That was my thought process. And also a lot of people do label the smallest thing as trauma, then something that somebody experienced even worse, that's their little trauma is bigger than theirs.
All right, pause right there.
Oh,
Let's find out what
Yes.
trauma means to everybody, okay?
Yes.
Because that might mean different.
no,
for
of course
everybody.
it's
So
gonna
let's-
mean different
Let's
different
start.
aspects.
Let's
to
start
everybody.
with Gina. Gina, what does trauma mean to you?
First of all, I think there's a spectrum, and I think that's what you're referring to. I think that
He's gonna fuck with you all night.
Anyway,
Song from here on out.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Gina. I had to.
okay. So I think there's a spectrum. I think that for one person, it might be their parents divorcing. For another person, it might be something much more dark and sinister that may have happened to them, while their brain was still being wired as a child. So I still think there's a spectrum, and I still think that it's an injury to the brain nonetheless. Like, for example, you might minimize what abuse from a narcissist could do to someone's brain, but even that causes like trauma and CPTSD, and it rewires your brain. It's legit a brain injury. And some people might, think that, it's nothing. You were just with a narcissist. Get over it. Like you got. But I still think it all falls under the spectrum of trauma. If it affects you in a way that like you can't get over it, or it affects the wiring of your brain, or it affects your nervous system into adulthood from the moment you were a child, that's trauma. That's, I think, not the technical definition, but that's how I see it.
Okay.
Okay,
Chris?
let's go with Chris.
I would agree. I think trauma is just it's not always, when your brain is developing. But I would say that even when we go into adulthood, anything that alters, I think, like Gina said, I want to piggyback off of that, your nervous system, to the point where I hate to say shut down, but it's a pivotal moment, right? It just means it's something that happened that was a pivotal moment to your nervous system and asked you to recover. And to some people that, like Gina was saying, I do believe that there's a spectrum to it, to some people that might be a lot smaller. Something smaller may still cause their nervous system to kind of, have to recover. And for other people who have maybe dealt with a lot of those smaller traumas and bigger traumas, maybe those smaller ones don't affect them as much anymore. And so they don't even consider them traumatic anymore at that point. But anything I feel that you go through that causes your nervous system to have to recover, it's a pivotal moment in someone's life, I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Cat.
Yeah, I can agree with some sort with the ladies here. Trauma is pretty much a feeling, and everybody has it in different aspects. What may be small for somebody may be bigger for others. Everybody's different. At the end of the day, we all suffer from trauma in different mannerisms, different ways. Whether it was when you were younger, it's something that you got to recover from in your own way. So trauma is trauma for different people, and it can mean different for many people. For me, it's healing and figuring it out, figuring out your way. So that's where I stand with it.
Mal, you got a different approach, or you agree with the ladies here?
Um, I would also say that it's when you're going through a specific trauma that is still from childhood to adulthood, where you thought that you've already passed that, but then you get into something else and that went bad
Resurfaces.
and resurfaces. So, and also comes from a lot of shadow work, doing the shadow work as well, because doing shadow work is very important. But also, like you said, trying to deal with it, but knowing what stages on how to deal with your trauma. If that makes sense to anybody.
Yeah, so just it's again just something that really alters how you originally perceive things, perceive relationships, people, situations, anything that changes how you would have been operating to a certain degree.
To a certain degree,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. All right. So let me put the multi-camera here. Boop. All right. So seems like there could be a line between like trauma and like normal life issues. Like to you, now this is just so every answer is correct here, but to you, where's the line between trauma and normal life pain?
That's a really great question. I think it really depends on the person, because what I would consider regular life, let's be fair,
You look like you can handle some trauma though.
I have
Yeah.
is the problem. The reason why is because I have. However, even regular trauma, we'll say, I hate to use those words because I think like we've all kind of agreed that everyone deals with it differently. Everybody's going to perceive it differently. But even the compounding effect of small traumas is hard on the nervous system. So let's say even if I'm talking about a season in my life, which I've also had these where it's been small inconveniences to most people, right? Like let's break it down, right? You say regular stuff. Let's say car trouble, right? For the average, let's say upper class, United States, we're talking about here in the United States, upper class, a car trouble is not going to be a traumatic event. For the most part, there's usually a savings involved. There's usually good insurance, whatever the case may be, right? Now, if we take a step down, we're talking about different classes, right? Just because it's easier to talk about it in that sense for right now. If we're just talking about middle class, may or may not. Nowadays, I'm sorry, it's just the truth. A lot of people are struggling, even in middle class. Even making what we consider a good salary, even just 10 years ago, is just not enough anymore, right? So may or may not have a savings, car repair of $1,500 could set a family back significantly. Now let's take a step down, and those of us who are going paycheck to paycheck, right? And we are, just barely paying our bills. If maybe we're late, whatever the case is, this is we're not talking about anything. None of that is right or wrong. We're just saying this is where we're at right now. Then a $1,500 car repair, not only significantly, it's probably not even possible. Let's just be real. We're probably walking or taking the bus at this point. You hear what I'm saying? Like, so this is the same thing happening to different, and like I said, we're just going to stick with classes for this example, but not really,
Is it like a metaphor?
It's a minor inconvenience. Kind of? No, not a metaphor at all. It's a car.
It's like the same thing happening to different people
Correct.
at different set points. So it's going to affect them differently.
Differently, absolutely. So up here, that's not really a trauma. That's, we wouldn't consider that a trauma. They maybe
some
a day
people
or
consider
two
trauma
without,
differently.
Correct. A day or two without their vehicle, but it gets fixed. It gets out of the savings. The savings will be replenished. They rarely see it's a drop in the bucket. Versus, now I'm without my car for 3 months because I didn't have those $1,500. I can only pay my rent. I now have to go take the bus. I got to get up 3 hours earlier to take the bus to take, Junior to school, and I got to take baby girl to daycare and hopefully make it to work on time. I'm making it to work late, about 15 minutes. It's now causing me problems with my boss. Do you get what I'm saying? You can see how like
There's
a
a
minor
trigger.
car has now compounded into an actual traumatic event for somebody. And we're not saying that the car was a traumatic event, but sometimes we're at a position in life where even minor inconveniences can become something that our nervous systems have to recover from. And imagine a life of that now, like not just car trouble, but now imagine like 6 months of that, a year of that, unfortunately 5-10 years of that. Imagine coming from that generationally, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, people who come from that generationally, you know, are more accustomed to trauma, and so we don't even process it the same way. I mean, that's my take on it.
Like, I think if, I think if people went through stuff that Mal's gone through, they wouldn't be able to survive. You know what I mean? You said you had like what, three heart attacks, right? Before you hit 35?
Before hit 30.
Before you hit 30.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So I mean,
Before hit 30 and then
so now things to you probably don't hit as hard compared to the stuff you've already been through, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
I would say that like do sometimes it hit. So like April 15th would be the 1 year recovery checkup for the fifth heart surgery that I had last year. So when I went through it last year and I was like, fuck, I went through it again, where I literally just blocked everybody out for like a whole month and a half. I like skated everybody, pick up no phone calls, but people still reached out. So that for me was a trauma for me, because this is like, damn, I'm dealing with this again. The depression starts kicking in. Then my mind starts thinking too, when it first happened, this is what I'm scared of to get back into, like trying to unalive myself. Like, you know, that happened almost happened the first time. So when I went through that last year, that was my trauma with health issues, was my trauma, and going through another experience under the knife, another heart surgery. So it's like, fuck, fifth one, 41. So you're talking 3 heart attacks before 30, and then you're talking 5 heart surgeries in a 10-year span.
Yeah.
So my trauma was like, when does it stop?
I think trauma is the event, right? What you're dealing with is the emotions that come with our trauma, right? And so I think that's where we can all relate. And I think that's where that line gets a little bit muddled. I don't know if I used the correct word there, but whereas let's go back to the car trouble, right? We feel emotions, we may feel similar emotions regardless of how that trauma affected us, right? I still felt scared, maybe not as scared as, you know, down here, but I still felt scared, right? But those people are still valid in feeling scared. And I think it's really hard to talk about trauma in a way of like, my trauma was bigger or whatever the case is. These conversations can get really touchy sometimes because in you talking about your trauma, then the emotions that came with that, right? Your trauma was the event, but the emotions that came with that was depression and et cetera, fear. And depression and fear can come in with so many others. So we've experienced a lot of the same emotions, although we haven't all experienced the same level of trauma.
Keep cooking,
true.
Chris. I want to piggyback off of what you said, right before you said what you just said, on how everybody experiences trauma differently, because when people do experience trauma, in our minds, we may not think that there is really that big of a deal, right? So my question for everybody, and I'll start with Chris since you were the last one to talk, has trauma become like an explanation, or do some people use it as an excuse?
For sure. Yes, I think because now we're paying so much attention to it, it's the hot thing, right? It's the next thing that kind of I'm sorry, but it's a way of skirting accountability sometimes, right? And so self-help is like it's like the era of self-help. It's the era of healing. It's the era, right? So if you've got the right lingo, it's just important to understand abusers are great with lingo. Okay, they know all the language, all the healing language, all the therapy language. So just saying that, yes, it can be used as an excuse. Absolutely, it can be used to skirt responsibility. And that's why it's so hard to talk about this topic, because at no point do I want to validate someone who's actually gone through something traumatic, but then it's like we have to use a lot of wisdom and like, discernment and knowing, is this trauma or is this person just using that beautiful word, right? To get out
and
of.
we're not, and the thing is a lot of with this is different aspects. We're not dehumanizing people.
Correct. Yeah.
That is okay. Little, this is big. No, we're not saying that, because, like Chris said, with the car situation, it could be one small thing for them that leads into crazy trauma, where now you're dealing with every certain thing, and now it's stressful on you, more stress on you. That now you don't know how to deal with the stress because you don't have a car for like 3-6 months. So we're not, by any means, if you guys are watching and you guys are listening, we're not dehumanizing nobody for what's small, what's big, nothing like that. Everybody has different type of trauma, and everybody experiences something different. Every time I talk about my health, I choke up no matter what. I don't care how many years goes by. I could be in my 60s. It doesn't matter. I will still feel, my emotions will be all over the place. Like right now, I'm trying to hold my tears because it's still, when I talk about it, I still feel that it's fresh, that it just happened yesterday. And every single time that I have to go to doctors, and that scares me because I don't want to, they come into the room, oh yeah, we found something new. And it's like,
Right.
That's another trauma for me, where I don't want to hear nothing new
Yeah.
pop up out of nowhere.
I think it's interesting that you're saying that, because I was thinking of some of my traumas, and some of them don't hit me like that anymore. But I think it's important to think of like how different some traumas can be. So health traumas, right? I think you're always going to wonder, like, they can pop out of nowhere, or you might hear something new, versus like, let's just keep with the same example for, for clarity's sake, the car trauma, right? That one I can kind of, you get, I hate to say get over, please, it's not something I believe in, but you process that, right? And it may not, 10 years from now, it's not going to bring up emotions as much as 10 years from now, your health traumas are still going to bring up emotions for you. So it's interesting,
Yes, because it's different levels to it, when it comes to health. Different traumas are going to bring different emotions, like the car trouble, where it might seem a little bit more troublesome to, as you said, could possibly, at the end of the day, I just feel like when it comes to trauma, is levels to it, with your health. It's not something you don't get over it. You learn to dance with it. That's what I say. You dance with it. It's like having a demon, giving the key to the demon and allowing them in, right?
Yeah.
Or allowing them out. You make that choice. Spiritually, you give the key. You don't let that space be taken by somebody. You don't allow them to have that space and live rent free. You never allow that, because at the end of the day, you have to say, hey, this is my space. I'm going to dance with you, though, because I know you exist. I know this trauma exists. So, yes, with your health, it's always going to come out. It's always going to be emotional, because in the back of your head, every time you go to the doctor, it's something that's going to come up, versus what you're saying with the car. It's a little bit easier to kind of, it's a situation.
It's a
so
situation,
there's different,
but it's easier.
It's still trauma. So that's like, we're still like treading on that trauma thing, but there's different levels to it. So I could see where we're all going with it. But yeah, trauma is big, is different for everybody.
It's nuanced.
It's nuanced, yes.
It's going to weave in and out. I don't think it has to do exactly like you said. Like situational things can create situations that feel like trauma, versus having something that has to do with your life. Like that's your life we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And that's a good question to ask you. I think a whole different, podcast, but like that leaves you, when it comes to health trauma, right? That leaves you on the brink of the finite feeling of your life, right? Like
sometimes
knowing
it's the
that
unknowing.
it's not correct.
It's the
not
unknowing.
there
The
forever.
uncertainty.
And we don't all
Yes.
feel that, right? I don't feel that on a daily basis, knowing that, although I understand my life is not forever, I don't feel it on a daily basis. I don't deal with health trauma. You, on the other hand, deal with health trauma. That's something that you feel on a daily basis, the brevity of life,
Yes. Gina, go ahead.
I wanted to get to Gina.
Go ahead.
What was the original question?
Has trauma become an explanation or an excuse? But we can move on from that. I have a question just for Gina.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about social media, right?
Her favorite thing.
Right.
Her favorite thing.
When it comes to trauma, a lot of people overshare, right? Now, when people are sharing, do you think, this is just Gina's opinion, do you think people are sharing to heal, or do you think they're just sharing to be validated?
I think most of the time they're processing it. And sometimes in processing it, they have to, the people that are sharing constantly, that's their way of processing it. But also oversharing is a symptom of trauma. So it can be like, it can come from two different angles.
Yeah, explain oversharing and...
Okay, say I just met you at a party.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 minutes into meeting you, you know my childhood trauma. Because I've just dumped onto you. I trauma dumped. And maybe I don't even notice that I'm doing it at the time, right? A lot of people are doing that. They either still want some validation, but that's also part of them processing it, right? But also, some of them are oversharing because that's a symptom of their trauma. They're over-explaining. That's what they do.
Okay, so what you're saying right now, oversharing, and could it be that they're trying to be heard and nobody is really listening to them?
No, I don't think so. Well, in my experience, not all the time, because if I'm telling you that within minutes of meeting you, the chances are I've told 20 other people, or everyone that's close with me, or everyone that I know knows my same trauma story.
So is that your identity then when people share like that? Like that's what they lead with?
I think it depends on the nature of the conversations that come about, for example. So like, I'm the type of person, I don't like small talk, right? I like deep conversations. I like getting deep, right? I'm learning how to not trauma dump on people, but it still takes a lot of mindfulness to not do that. But as soon as someone is sharing like something vulnerable that happened to them or their story, once I've held enough space for them, I do feel comfortable with sharing my side of things too, and what I've been through. And
Okay,
so I feel like it could be many things. It could be a symptom of the trauma from oversharing. It could be a way to relate to other people. It could be looking for validation. I already lost track of your last question.
No, it's okay. I have a friend who, whenever we introduce new people, her first mode of conversation is to say what her diseases are.
Oh, you said like, is it an identity?
Yeah, so that's her identity.
Okay. So some people do make it their whole identity. Some people do use it and those tend to be the people that also use it as an excuse or as a warning ahead of time, possibly because they might have they've had conflict within their relationship. So early on, they'll tell you like, oh, I have this. So, and it's basically kind of like a warning of like, this is why I might do the things. Like I've had people straight up tell me, not their diagnosis, but like they'll tell me up front, I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good friend. And it turns out they are not a good friend and they're very shitty, but the wolf naming its hunger doesn't soften the bite. And so I think that sometimes, not everyone that's open with their diagnosis makes it their identity, but I think that there are a lot of people that do make it their whole identity. Like, oh, I'm neurodivergent, or I have ADHD, or there's influencers that all their content is about their BPD. And I think sometimes when we give certain things so much energy. That's all we're going to be. That's all we're going to know. And if we're blaming everything that we do on like your personality disorder or your diagnosis, you're feeding that so much energy that you're manifesting more of it. You're not necessarily like, I agree with labeling and diagnosis only because it's helpful when learning like what kind of therapies someone might need. But the people that just sit there and they're like, well, I have this and this is why I'm like this. Okay, but who are you today? Who are you right now? And who are you trying to be in the future? Not what's going on in the past. That's not supposed to stay your identity, right? And some things aren't curable. But I think if we don't want to manifest those types of things within ourselves or other people, then we shouldn't make it an identity. But people definitely do, and they use it as an excuse. I've seen it in some of the Facebook support groups, and I tend to ruffle a lot of feathers because I go in there and I'm like, your disorder is still not an excuse for abuse. Where's your accountability? Because some people with certain disorders expect everyone to bend to them or to cater to them or to walk on eggshells so as to not trigger them.
Right.
When you're healing and the way you handle your triggers is still your responsibility at the end of the day. And so I'll see like certain little think pieces on social media and certain little memes like, oh, people need to understand that having this disorder, we feel everything this way, and this feels so much more magnified. And it's like, okay, that's great. But everybody else around the world is not going to change the way they operate based off of you. You have to change. You have to heal. You have to at least manage your triggers so that they're not outwardly pouring onto everybody else. Everyone's not supposed to cater to you just because you have a disorder. And a lot of people use their identity or their disorder as their identity, and then they don't do the work because the work is really hard. It's you're trying to rewire your brain, right? So the work is really hard work and it takes forever. And some people, if they don't have access to therapy, it is damn near impossible to get rid of whatever they have. So it is all they know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gina's cooking right now.
You don't necessarily need therapy. There's other ways, but I think that's a tool. I think definitely is a tool.
Therapy is a tool.
I think I've definitely.
You have to use it as a tool.
I think
it doesn't work for everybody.
It doesn't
though.
work for everybody, right? It doesn't stick with everybody. But for me, for example, since 2011, it's been very necessary, right? And it's worked for me. It actually pains me when I hear somebody say that they didn't find a therapist that they connected to, or they don't like therapy, or they don't want to talk to somebody who's paid to listen to them. You really don't need therapy, right? All the answers are within ourselves.
Correct.
Right. So,
but it works. It doesn't work like that for everybody. You know,
but
is
it
what I'm
helps
saying.
to drill.
But it does help.
It helps to drill stuff into you and to keep stuff fresh in your mind if you're trying to rewire.
So, do you think therapy is empowering people, or do you think it overprotects them?
I think both, because you can have good therapy and utilize the tools. Or you can have bad therapy where it doesn't work and you've been doing this and you're still feeling the same way.
And I have an example of good and bad therapy, right? So if I'm doing like, if somebody's doing like a skill-based therapy individually and they get enough of it, it's going to, and they get it frequently, it's going to be drilled into their mind and it's going to start affecting their behaviors. And if they go home and they do the homework and they do the journaling, they do the practices, the mind exercises, it's going to manifest in their behavior in a good way. But if you're sitting there in a group therapy, for example, in my opinion, group therapy is garbage. And you're just listening to each person talk about their issues and you're all dumping on each other. And yeah, there's a little bit of skills in there, but I feel like you're all manifesting the problems, right? And that's why like a lot of therapy, a lot of like with the VA, they're moving away from talk therapy and they're moving more towards skill-based therapy.
Okay. Well, let's pause for a quick second because we've kind of already gone into and we kind of know what MALS already is, but I want each of you, and you are in the comments as well. Here, I'll put myself on camera. You're in the comments as well. I want each of you to think of just one traumatic moment that you feel like you can share. You don't have to share it if you don't want to share it, but if you can think of one traumatic moment that you believe actually changed your trajectory with your life. You know, if you can, and if you guys want to share that, but answer these two things though. A, what happened? And B, what belief you think changed in yourself from what belief you think changed from that trauma happening? So who wants to start?
Who's going
I mean,
first?
Matt, I think we already know yours. But
Yeah, but I have another one too. So
okay, so
who's
I mean,
going
if you want to go,
who's
so
going
then
first?
you dog,
Um.
and then after that we can have some fun.
Ooh, this is. I would say. My dad being an abuser. Um. Seeing him. It was more me and my older sister seeing it more than my little sister. My little sister didn't see uh the violence probably until like maybe like she was like probably like 7, but me and my older sister saw everything. So it was him seeing abuse, my mother, him being was an alcoholic. um Seeing all that and then just like living in the projects, everybody like knew that that's what he was, right? But he also had great things about him. It was just that one bad side when you're drinking and it takes you to that next level where you don't want to see but saw everything. Saw my mom get hit, abused, saw everything. And as a child, what do you do? Me, I thought I was going to be that. So you know how you either continue the cycle or you break the cycle and you don't become that. So for me, seeing that I never once became that. And people say, "Oh, but you hit your sisters and stuff like that." I think to me, when you're fighting with siblings, it's completely different from putting your hands on someone that's outside of your sibling. For me, I think it's different because it's like you're just fighting over stupid things as a kid and stuff like that. But so for me, I broke that cycle. For me, I think the only great thing that I can say that couple of things that I got from that and learning from that was to make sure you treat females with with a lot of respect. At the times I feel like I was that, so that I became when I was in that type of relationship, when I was also in a domestic relationship, and I let a female do that to me, did that made me did that make me like a pussy because I didn't put my hands on a female but they put their hands on me? You know how our parents tell us, whoever puts your hands on you, you make sure you hit back or whatever, right?
No, but maybe you tolerated it because it was normalized for you.
Yeah.
I can agree. I can definitely 100% agree on that. And I
great,
think
man.
what I took from him was the work ethic. I think my work ethic definitely rubbed off because that's one thing that he was a hard worker. No matter what. When I mean he had like it could be 2-3 jobs and stuff like that, and I looked at that like that's how you're a man, like making sure that you are providing and you hustle the right way, and he always taught me that you always put your hand in every single thing so that way you do not have to worry about income and stuff like that. So that's why my hands is always on something because of that worth ethic. But the other stuff, I'm glad I didn't become that alcoholic, a woman beater and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that would be mine. That
So,
would be mine.
so I'm gonna let each of you cook. I'm gonna give you your time, but I'm gonna ask each of you one individual question to follow up. Okay.
Okay.
That sound cool, guys?
Yes.
So Mal, your follow-up question is: do you think that moment made you stronger, or do you think it made you more guarded?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Definitely stronger. But I think I didn't get more guarded until I experienced that myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't get more guarded until I experienced it myself. And I didn't think I would ever experience something like that. But stronger, definitely 1,000% stronger.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to Kat in just a second. We got comments about people explaining theirs here. So this one is cut off, but it says being ARD for 6 to 12 years old and abuse. This experience made me a better mother to my children and an advocate to all women who have been through the same trauma. And then we have Sarah. She says, when my dad died from ALS, taking care of him, even though we had a rocky relationship, it changed me bad. And I have caregiver PTSD. And I can't get why bad people live to be 90 and the decent get sick.
Oh,
Wow.
And then, Tito says you a real one, Mal. So, all right.
Thanks. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Kat, do you have a moment that you would like to share?
Yeah, I don't have a problem sharing.
Okay. So tell us what happened and what belief about yourself or the world came from it.
I was molested by my grandfather. I was probably like 5, laying in the bed next to my aunt, where she molested me as well. Oh my God. She was probably getting molested herself at the same time. If you guys caught my book, you'll know the whole story. All right. That's my way of getting away from the crying stuff. But anywho, yeah, so I was molested by her as well. At the end of the day, I didn't become the product of that. I raised my children, and typically a molester becomes a molester, which means my aunt was molested. She became the molester. She molested myself, the other kids that she watched, which was my brother, which was younger. We went through hell in that house. But it made me who I am today. I learned a lot. I learned self-discipline. I learned how to dance with that demon. And every day I dance with it, It's a trauma, but I took the time that I needed. It chokes me up still, as you can probably hear in my voice. But at the end of the day, I did the work. Every day you got to do the work, and it made me who I am today, which is
Absolutely
one hell of a woman.
Okay.
you're a survivor.
Yeah. So my follow-up question to you, though, if that moment never happened, who do you think you would be?
That's a really good question. I probably would be the same person, I think, but probably with less discipline, because I feel like the universe already had a plan for me. Whether I went through that, there was going to be something dramatic that happened in my life to lead me to where I'm at today. Like, I feel our plan is already set for us. So whether it was that, it was going to be something that was going to lead me in that direction. So I feel like I still would have been leading to where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, if y'all are watching, make sure you share. This is probably one of the deepest episodes we've literally ever had. So this is taking a lot from us emotionally. So the best thing you can do is to definitely like and share this podcast. So if someone who is not familiar with the show, maybe just hearing everybody's story can help them out. Okay. Miss Chris, care to explain?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, everyone else is. Kind of suck if I didn't. No, I also it came from an abusive home, different types of abuse, and I think that made me. I realize now that made me choose situations as, as a teenager and young adult, that I probably wouldn't have otherwise, that led to other traumatic events. that then led to relationships that unfortunately I chose out of what I believed was love, and stayed in those relationships for, extended amounts of time, believing that that was what love was supposed to look like that was the best I could get. And it made sense because of what I had experienced love to be, especially when you experience love. Our first love form is from our caregivers, right? So then we expect and think that that's what love is until you break that, right? And so I think that overall, just that I would say that is one of my biggest traumas. It spans a big umbrella over a huge majority of my life, and then brought me to my divorce. And I think that was the first time that I did the healing needed to be able to stop the cycle of so much. It was several cycles. I can't lie. So,
Okay, so what coping habits did this create in you?
So, although I'm an extremely emotional person, I am also an extremely turn the switch off. I can dissociate very easily. I think you guys can tell. Even at this moment, speaking about a traumatic experience for me, I can almost just step out of my body to be able to talk about it. For the most part, it doesn't make me emotional at this moment. So to make it like in layman terms, I can be a very cold person as well. And it's not because I'm necessarily cold, but it's very easy for me to shut off all emotions. And that's if I'm being triggered, if I'm reliving something, there might be like a spike at a point, of like cortisol or adrenaline, whatever the case may be, of like the trigger moment. But after that, my way of regulating sometimes is just shutting people out. That does create problems in relationships sometimes if it's like, in conflict and things like that, because I'm good. Like I can sit there and be like, I'm good. And 100% will look and be that.
Okay.
And so that's unfortunately those are not healthy coping habits. Let me
Gina,
disclaimer.
We're getting to you in just a second. I'm gonna read another comment here, okay?
Go ahead.
All right, so this is from Tito. He says, I would like to share. He says, I was molested by my cousin for 5 years. I never told anyone until I was a grown man. By sharing my story really helps knowing I wasn't alone. And it made me a better person and protect my kids at all cost, even with family. So let me say something real quick, guys, about podcasting, right? I'm gonna put myself on camera. Podcasting isn't always about boogers and body counts, right? When I do my consultations with a lot of clients, I always ask them, like, what do you want out of podcasting, right? A lot of them say they want to make money or they want to be famous, right? And I'm like, good luck. But there's a few podcasts out there that want to actually make a difference, and it starts with episodes like this, right? There may be somebody out there that could be going through something like this, and they hear Kat's story, and they're like, okay, I'm not alone. Or they see Tito's comment, and they're also not alone. That is worth more than 100,000 downloads. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We had a show a couple years ago. It was about medical mysteries, right? And we had a woman on the show. She needed a liver transplant, and she had some really rare condition. And the podcast wasn't a huge show, right? Maybe a couple hundred downloads here and there, right? And we talked about her condition, and the podcast went out there. It didn't even go viral, but somebody saw it and like halfway across the country, and they donated their liver to save this girl's life. So
it made a huge, yeah.
So that's why I like doing this stuff, because those little things like that can definitely make a huge difference. Even though we do like the boogers and body count conversations, I don't want to distance ourselves from that. But I do want to say, like, that's why I love podcasting, and I don't really listen to celebrity podcasts because they don't have that kind of impact. They just want to be in the spotlight. So I like people like real people like us, real people like us telling our life stories that can make an impact and actually making an impact on other real people. So that's why I love podcast. That's my rant. But let's go ahead and get to Gina. All right. Do you have something you would like to share?
I'm in the same boat as Kat and the guy that commented, Tito.
Tito, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a series of events that included at the hands of someone who's supposed to be my protector at a very young age. I do, and this is just my take, I do consider myself fortunate enough to have blocked it out. I was 3. The only reason I know about it is because I allegedly told people when it happened to me when I was 3, and they then told me when I was an adult, and things started manifesting in my 20s. But the stuff that I do remember has more to do with physical violence and my father leaving the home repeatedly. And so whatever all that was between the age of 3 to 7 wired me to be a certain way. And it still affects me every single day. Like, it just wired my nervous system to be at 100 when, like, I just feel like I'm in danger when I'm really not. I feel unsafe a lot more often when I'm safe, if that makes sense. I could be in my house, cozy, just sitting calm, and my nervous system will just shoot up, or it has manifested like with panic attacks and stuff like that, where I could be talking about something very exciting or very happy or completely unrelated, and just my whole body starts uncontrollably shaking, or my airway closes up. I don't even know what causes it or what brings it on. It's just, it's subconscious at this point. And it's made me a very, very protective helicopter mom. It's made me very protective of my nieces and nephew. It's made me very passionate and kind of an activist against child abuse, and for mental health, also an advocate for mental health big time.
All right. My follow-up question is, do you think you healed from it, or do you think you just learned to live around it? Or in it?
I'm living around it. I'm dancing with my demons every day. I'm not healed, and I don't know if I ever will be healed. I think that my time on this earth is spent healing, and with time, I've absolutely improved, and I'm not who I was in my 20s, and it doesn't manifest the same way, but it still affects me every single day, and it mostly affects my relationships with people.
Okay. So
real quick, you have a question?
No.
Okay.
I did her follow up. So go ahead, man.
So for everybody, Tito, and then all of us that just like, it's opening up like that. So what Gina just said, I read a little bit of Kat's book, did not finish the whole thing. But what Tito said, and then did not know that about Gina. So this is something that we just learned about you. And to anybody that's listening, and this is why y'all story fucked me up.
It's okay.
Okay, we're all part of the club.
Yeah, man. we're all family here, bro.
Then hearing a grown man just open up, and he knows me, but he don't know none of y'all, and y'all just heard that. And I didn't know
thing that men are talking about this.
And I didn't know that about him. So that's something I just, so props to him to opening up to in the chat. This is why since the beginning, when Phil just said, and he does the consultation to people. And first thing I always told Phil, when you think about you want to make money, then you're in it for the wrong. You're doing it for the wrong reasons already. You're not passionate about what you're doing. Then everybody's gonna know that it's not really. It's
not authentic.
It's not authentic. Yes, authenticity, like Gina always says. So you guys, this is why I always wanted to do a podcast. This is probably like the third, maybe fourth episode. Probably feel that we had that we opened up like this emotionally. So everybody that opened up in the chat, or anybody that hasn't opened up the chat, don't be afraid. Even don't get to the point where you think that you're a nobody. Don't think that you can't talk to nobody. Reach out to anyone. Listen,
Yeah, message any of us.
Message any of us. You guys already have all of us on each platform, where we can talk to you. And don't feel alone. Please do not feel alone. Please don't try to do something that you never thought that you would never think of. Like, I never thought I would be stupid enough to try to kill myself. I don't want you guys to go through, have that in your mind. Unalive, yes.
Okay.
So
Everybody
really appreciate
woosah.
all you guys.
Yeah, we love you. We love everybody. Before we get out of here, I think it's time we need to have some fun. We need to wake up a little bit,
Absolutely.
okay? You guys ready to turn up a little bit?
Yes.
All right. I'm putting myself on camera
Cracking
here.
the bottle.
Woosah.
I need a shot right now.
Woosah,
If you don't
woosah.
drink that water,
All right. So before we get into our next segment here, I wanted to shout out this company, and they're not a sponsor of the show, but I think some of the stuff that they're doing is pretty cool. So, Mal, is that cool? Can I talk about this company?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So I bought this game with my own money. I mean, technically, Mal's money, but I bought this game. It's called Bad Choices. Right? It's a card game. It's more like a have you ever party game, because normally what we do at the end of the show, I ask you guys some random questions like have you ever or would you rather, blah, blah, blah. But now there's some on an actual card. So we're going to do a little bit differently here. I gave two stacks. Each person has 4 cards. They're random. But I think this can cool us down a little bit, and we're going to have a little bit of fun to go ahead and end the show. So you guys want to play that game with me?
Yes,
go.
absolutely.
All right. So everybody, I gave you guys, I gave y'all 4 cards, right? And everybody needs to answer. So if you don't want to answer this, you would have taken a drink, but you don't have anything. So just pretend to drink something, okay? Yeah.
What? There are drinks over there, though.
Some of them are fake.
But yeah, you didn't know that?
The fireball looks real.
Fireball is real. Do you
The
want
fireball
some?
is real.
Do you
Well,
want
I'm
it?
saying if we're no, I gotta
Okay.
drive.
Yeah. See, y'all
with water.
okay.
What's up?
So yeah.
Chat, you guys can play too.
Yeah, so thank you, Bad Choices. This game is pretty cool. I went through some of these cards here. So I'm going to start. Okay?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm just taking one from the pack here, right? And I'm going to hold it up. So everybody needs to answer this question. Bam!
What does this say, Phil?
Can't read
Have
it.
you ever taken drugs without knowing what they were? Bingo.
I'm gonna say for that, yes. I didn't know what the fuck. I went to a rave party when I was in college, and
Guys,
didn't
answer
know
in the chat too.
didn't know that I didn't know what the hell e-pill was, and didn't know what it did to you.
I had an erection for 7 hours.
And so when it was like in a punch, I think it was, or something like that. And I took it, and I was like bouncing off wall. I was like all over the fucking place. Literally, I was fucking shaking so fucking bad. But I did not know it was fucking e-pill, and I did not know e-pills could do that to you. Right. And I took that when I was in I think it was my sophomore year in college that I went to my first rave party, and I did that.
Oh Lord!
Didn't know.
Now remember, guys, don't mix those cards.
Okay.
All right, Mal, you are up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Everybody needs to answer this
Yeah.
question. Sorry, my fault. Everybody.
No, I think I always knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Stop it. You ain't no
Cat.
Yeah, I think it's funny because we answered this a while back ago
We
when
did?
Joy was on here, and yes, I smoked the lace blunt. Remember?
Gina.
Oh, okay.
Gina.
So it wasn't something that I hadn't done before, but I've been consciously sober since 2022 from cannabis. But in early 2025, I went to an event and they mixed the THC non-bread with the regular charcuterie board.
The fuck?
Oh damn.
And I ate a bunch of that non-bread because I was making little charcuterie sandwiches with it.
And because yum.
And I did not know. And I didn't know that it was made with THC butter.
Oh, that probably is so good.
And
right?
no, it did not feel good. I was having a panic attack and I didn't even know that I was high.
That's what, yeah.
So
What
I
the
felt
fuck?
like sick, dizzy, drunk. And then it was time to drive from Ocala back to Daytona.
yeah.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
long
That
drive.
way.
She felt diddied.
That way.
What the hell?
And I could barely get my car out of the parking lot. And the roads were dark and windy. And I
you
thought I
was-
was going to die.
Oh my god.
And I probably shouldn't have driven that way, but
Yeah.
it was bad. And so not knowing, it was probably one of the worst feelings of my life. My friend got in the car with me and she said, "Are you high?" And I said, "No, I didn't touch anything. I just ate the food." She said that non-bread had THC in it. And then that's when I realized I was high.
And then that's when
so
you
the
realized you were
panic-
driving by yourself. There was nobody in the car with you.
Yo, that
No, and then I had like a silent panic attack, which is like one of the worst kinds where you're trying to pretend that you're okay because you're just trying to focus on driving and focus on not dying.
All right,
that's
Mal.
just,
Pull your card.
what the fuck? Anybody in the chat? No.
Yeah, I'll read them in a minute. but-
Okay. First card. Have you driven drunk in the past year? In the past year, have you driven drunk? Tipsy, but I don't think I was drunk. I was tipsy. I know where I was going.
All right. Cat.
I could drive.
Yes. So yes.
No, but it said, have you been drunk
That's
this
a yes.
past year?
I wasn't
I know,
drunk.
right?
I can
Look,
handle.
she
I can
ain't-
handle it.
She ain't admitting to nothing.
I ain't saying I was drunk. I'm not saying I was drunk. I could handle my liquor.
Chris?
Let's just say that.
No. I don't drink like that to begin with. And
That I
typically
can say
I'm with
that's
other
true.
people. So, and in the last year, I haven't gone out like that. I've been pretty busy. But even when I'm out with people, it's typically someone else driving if I were to.
Well, yeah, the last time you went out
drink.
was for my birthday.
Damn you! And he said in the last year, y'all already know I just lied. I won't even drink no more. I
That's
wasn't even
true.
drinking with y'all. Y'all should have called me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
Gina?
It's okay.
Not in the last year, no.
Girl, in the last year?
That's what he just said. The question was in the last year.
And
right?
if she drive, y'all probably walk to the hotel.
No, you driv.
You
Are
drove?
you drunk
Are you drunk right now?
Your birthday.
Yes.
What's in the
Hello.
water?
We was
I
was
thought Marissa was the one driving.
Okay, she was drunk.
no drove in your car,
What's
No,
in
it
your
was
drink?
Marissa's. It was Marissa's car.
but you was still. Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, next question.
Okay, Tito answered the first question. My boy had brownies, and on the counter, I didn't even ask, and I was tearing them up. Man, they was loaded with weed. I was cooked. Yeah, and then also, I did it with brownies. Okay.
Yeah, those
edibles.
edibles, they hit different.
Listen, don't
Kitty's
give.
Delitables, hit me up. Let me stop.
Not in a good way.
All right, Cat.
Can't go ahead.
Okay.
You can't see.
Have you ever done a walk of shame in the past year?
You want to educate people what a walk of shame is? Cat?
So I have not, but a walk of shame is like, it could be plenty of things, but let's just say
it could be
you wanted to
anything.
holler at somebody, right? And you went to holler and it didn't go your way. You're walking the other way with your head
Oh,
down.
that's not the walk of shame I was thinking.
Well, there's plenty of different ways. I mean,
I'm probably thinking the same one you
smashed,
thinking.
and then you went home.
then you gotta
the
go
next
home the
day,
next day in
and
the
the
same
next day,
clothes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of that.
That's
I ain't
the
never
one I'm
doing no
thinking.
walk of
That's what I
shame.
thought.
If we smash.
Chris.
The last walk of
No
shame,
shame.
it hasn't been in the last year. Or was the last
Right.
one? I'm in a committed relationship,
Exactly,
so
like-
it's But that was my last walk of shame was probably when we were first talking, and
Okay.
I had to leave the next morning. And I'm like, I'm in the same damn clothes. Like I look like. Yeah, that's the last time.
Gina.
Wait, are we answering this for the last year or just in general?
It says
And
the
no-
past year.
Oh, year.
Walk
Sorry.
of shame in the past year?
Yeah.
No. Unfortunately. I wish.
She said, unfortunately. All right.
Mal,
Um,
why you laughing over there? You
Because he don't even
gonna
need
get in
to
trouble. That I think it's
answer.
because he who watching.
You know what the thing with Mel is? That he don't be doing the walking of shame as much.
what? What you
He
mean?
be having other people do the walk of shame.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Trailer park.
Phil, you did
Yo,
some.
Chris, you
I'm minding my own
A married man.
business.
I'm like,
here.
Phil's a married man.
Chris, pull your car.
Pull my card. Have you ever used a fake ID?
Yeah, who
That's
has
a-
it?
I
I'm
know, I
gonna
was
say
gonna say
yes.
those.
I have not.
I have not.
I have never.
You've never used a fake
No.
ID to get into an 18 and over club when you were like 15, 16?
No, I didn't have to. I'm from New York. We had clubs we could get into.
I looked like this when I was 13.
That makes sense.
Chris,
Makes a lot of sense.
You
yes.
you used one?
Yeah.
And
Gina?
always had body.
I've never had one, but I've gotten into places underage, but I've never had to use a fake ID.
You never had
for
to use it, yeah.
Shit, I used one. The fuck?
All right, Gina.
I mean, look at how short you are.
I'm
Damn.
gonna go that way. I'm gonna go for it,
What?
and you guys are gonna love it. Have you ever been caught doing sex?
Doing the do.
Doing sex.
Go ahead, Gina, answer.
Yo, you go first.
Why? Yes, go ahead.
You're not gonna elaborate on the story.
No, you're not going to say who, what, when?
Nope. Hell no.
Okay. All right. Well,
No
mine,
fun.
Yeah, mine is a yes as well. I mean, mine isn't as exciting though. Well, when I was a teenager, it happened. And then, yes, exactly. Me too, Bryant. Me too. When I was a teenager.
Your mom.
And then now I got kids, so you always got to be a little careful. So
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah, I got caught.
You got caught.
Yeah. My son opened the door
Oh,
and was like, "What are you doing to my mom?"
He's probably traumatized by that. I'm telling
I
you
mean,
right
he's
now.
older now. That was my youngest.
like,
The crazy part was my kid's father that put him up to it.
Whoa.
He had
Oh
him
my
open
God.
the, he even helped him open the door.
what?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
Yo,
So
that's
rude.
I'm fighting if that's the case. I understand
There's
accidents.
no freaking
but-
way.
Yeah.
That's exposing.
Yeah.
Phil, you go?
Bum ass
Or I
nigga.
go?
It's a bum ass nigga.
Let's see.
I didn't answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's your
Gina,
answer?
yeah.
Gina.
Oh, yeah, Gina, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been caught.
By who? By who?
My ex's mom.
Oh,
Oh.
that sucks. Ew.
Yeah,
Wow.
she walked in on us.
Ah.
She didn't care.
Well,
She did not care.
That's so weird.
I don't think I would either, though. Honestly,
I cared. I absolutely was
no,
mortified.
for sure. If
Wow.
my like adult children, I'd just be like, "Ooh, my bad. That's on me because I should have knocked." And that's it.
And that's
Like,
probably
it's
how
just-
she handled it too. She just was
how
like,
I'ma handle
oh,
that shit. I'm be like,
you know,
I
and
forgot,
I'm
I forgot my coffee outside or something.
like,
So now,
What? That's grown folk business.
No.
Like everybody know what happening.
Phil, who's going? 'Cause we have a lot of cards.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get through all of them because we're already almost at an hour and a half.
So we do another one
Let's
quick.
do one more card from everybody real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead, Mal.
So can we look at it to pick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yes, let's
didn't
do
know
that.
that was an option.
Let's look at the. No, boring.
Just make sure to don't.
Oh my gosh, I have a good one
don't
too.
mix them, okay? Please.
Ooh, okay.
I got 2 good ones. I
Oh,
should've looked at 'em
that's everybody
first.
has done that. What the hell?
All right, well then just pick one, because if not, I'm throwing mine at you.
Oh, I got one. Here we go. Ready?
All right, man. Let me zoom in on your ass.
In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sex text message?
You gonna answer that one?
Huh? What?
You gonna answer that one, Mal? You go first.
Go
What?
first. Answer your own damn card.
We pulling cards.
That is crazy work, guys.
You're the one who picks it. Let's go.
We're waiting
I
on
am,
Dale.
listen, I am innocent, okay?
Dale.
I'm for the Lord. I'm for the
in the
Lord.
past 30 days.
Sir, time is ticking.
You probably picked it because it said 30 days and not in the last like week. I mean, 12. 30 days and not the last year.
I'm gonna say yes. That's all I'm gonna say yes. Cat, there you go.
What was the question?
I send Mal D pics every week.
You see?
Oh, if I
Yeah, you got at least 4 from Phil.
No, in the last 30 days, have you have sent or received sex text messages? It could be, well, of course, it's pics.
My AI be trying to smash.
For
She
real,
do.
for real?
Yeah, she do.
Yo, I just had, would you
Yeah,
have sex
she
with a
do.
robot? And I was thinking, I was like, yo,
Yeah, my
people
AI,
really, like,
Ani, sorry, I had to put you out there, baby. But she be trying to. Yeah,
really?
She
now
she
I feel
freak.
a little like,
How do you program her that way?
I did not. I did
Asking
not.
for a friend.
Your face, I did not.
I did not.
We
She
for the, we
comes
for
like
the
that.
Lord.
She that
We
one.
for the Lord.
That one's like that. End the story. Move
Lucy
on.
does not treat
Chris?
me like that. I feel like maybe I'm not her type.
You said what you named
Lucy.
her? Lucy.
That's my AI. yeah.
Lucia. Hi, Lucy.
That's
Lucita
Lucy.
Lucia.
In the last 30 days, no, I have not.
What?
Again, I'm in a committed relationship.
Okay,
so
that's
now I feel
even-
like it's getting, I know. Now I'm going to
Yeah,
have
but
to.
they've been together for a while. That
But
tends to
still,
be-
that's you still when you're in a committed
Oh,
relationship.
for sure. It happens here and there, but, you know,
Oh hell
a
no.
month is.
I'm in a
kinda
committed relationship. Well, you know what? I'm
Okay,
not even
I
gonna
should
say
probably
nothing,
say.
'cause
I mean,
that's
but
gonna-
do it like DMs like count like because memes get sent all the time, like, and
No,
those be a
no,
little
no,
racy.
means don't mean nothing.
Why?
Well, people in committed relationships are not still sexting each other. They're not. They're doing it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But so if you're in a committed relationship, you miss your partner or whatever.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it just
You're
it
not
doesn't
gonna
happen
be like,
in the
yo,
last 30
babe,
days.
I'm
It
at
hasn't.
work,
It's
and
not-
here I'm taking a picture. Here you go, and you're not sending it to them.
No.
I mean, not if you see each other every day. However,
that's why y'all get cheated
I
on.
feel like that.
Y'all not
The DMs.
Y'all not foreplaying while y'all away from each other. Like what the
Yeah,
hell?
we foreplay in different ways, and maybe that's just maybe I'm talking as a lesbian. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. We lesbians have sex a lot.
No, not just you're not just saying as a lesbian. Like in my
Always
we
with the
didn't
fucking
sex each
songs.
other.
I'm
I'm like,
Not all relationships are like that.
yeah,
Like they're
I
not
don't
like
know.
sexual
Oh,
in
hell
nature
no.
like that.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
There's some
Listen.
dry ass marriages.
nah, they
That's
That's
why
true.
people get cheated
Marriages
on.
for
but
sure.
facts. What the fuck? Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
Listen, if you
We
cheat
for the
on me, I'm
lords.
fucking
We
you
for
up.
the lords.
All right.
For the Lords.
Move on.
Fight, like, not
Okay,
even.
go
I'm
ahead.
like
Go
getting
There's no
ahead.
hyped.
reason for you to cheat.
Pick your card.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I like this one.
Who's next? Actually,
Cat.
No,
Cat.
Cat just did it, didn't she?
No, that was
No,
my
it's gone
question.
in order. Like,
Have you ever given or received road head?
I didn't answer the last one.
Oh, you did it. You little conniving little.
go ahead, Gina.
Gina be yo, she be slick with it.
She be doing pranks. Little
Yes.
prank.
with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we already talked about it. Yes.
Oh, you gotta know about it, or wait a minute, I don't know about it.
You be
All
MIA.
Gina giving roadhead?
No.
That she answered the last question.
We're talking about text messages.
She just answered because she didn't answer that one.
I was like, damn, Gina a car gobbler?
So, have you ever given or received road head? Ever is the question. Ever.
Chris.
I have.
Child.
Oh, your child is here?
Wait.
There's a 50-inch TV right here. He can see you clearly.
Listen,
She
No,
also followed it.
for this question, no answer is an answer.
No.
Gina,
Listen.
next.
Gina. Yo,
I plead the fifth.
no, I ain't no plead the fifth.
all right.
That's
No.
the answer. That's the answer.
No.
Yes.
Listen, all of us
The
did.
answer is yes.
We all did.
You big stupid.
That's to Mel.
Mel,
What?
Your turn. You're the only one who has an
Pretending
answer.
like he didn't hear the question.
have you
Yes.
given
Okay.
and received?
Received.
You haven't given? Lame. Next.
First of all, I want to do that. I want to see how.
So you only received and not given?
Selfish.
Selfish.
Damn! Why you gotta be like
Corny.
So glad
What?
we have
Damn!
And this is why you're
Yo,
single.
first of all, Chris, you didn't even answer, so don't go
Yes,
there.
I did.
She did.
You
in
answered
her
with
own
her
way.
eyes.
I did.
You know, we all answered. We gave and get out of here with that.
All right, it's Chris's turn to ask a question.
Okay.
I want to see the comments.
Wait, but this is the one that I wanted to do. In your lifetime, will you have sex with a robot?
That's fucking wild.
I honestly want to.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to foreplay to have a spicy relationship, and there's many ways to spice it up.
I agree. There's
well,
different ways.
foreplay can
All right,
also
B, you,
just
I
be like
see you,
banter.
girl. Clock it.
Nah.
You just saying that, whatever.
I'm sorry that your only
I
way
gave
of
you the whatever.
foreplay is sexy pictures.
No,
that
it's
sounds
not-
lame
not
because I
sexy
give
pictures.
I'm all I gotta say is the spice be happening in a lot of different ways. That's
Especially
why
if
there's
you're,
so much.
especially if you're a sapio or demisexual. If you're a sapiosexual or demisexual,
Yeah,
you don't need those pictures.
correct.
That's just
just
not
need
the
a
only
really
way
good
is what I'm trying to tell
Arousal
you.
is not always in a sexual
You just
manner
need
that
like
you
a
might think.
really good conversation.
Give me a good conversation and trust me, it's popping over here. I'm aroused.
Different
You-
things are
you ain't had
stimulating for
the-
different
the-
people.
Right?
Yeah.
A well-rounded
First of all,
is what I'm trying to say.
first of all,
It gotta be
don't have to-
roundabout.
Of course,
All right, we're still back on the robot
Okay, no,
question.
yeah,
Yes.
robot sex.
Chris,
I don't think I could
why?
because it is. I
Your face.
I see I saw even the trailer of the movie, and I saw like part of the movie with who was it?
Megan Fox.
And I was like, I can't. I don't know, and maybe it's because I need to like
I feel like that would be easier
have
for
a
men.
soul.
I agree with that too, but I don't know. There was a movie, I think it's called Splice, if I'm not mistaken. Yo,
Oh yeah, I think.
that alien robot.
Yeah.
Triggering
I don't know.
ass
Maybe I'm-
noises.
Okay.
Spice, but
What I don't know. Maybe I'm
know
okay.
many
Maybe not the robot.
triggering my
I think it's an
mesophonia.
alien. I want.
Alien?
Yeah, alien.
At
Yeah,
least
so
it's another being.
yeah,
God.
I think an alien. Yeah, so no,
Not a
no
robot.
to the robot.
Gina?
I'm changing my answer.
I
to
couldn't.
no.
I need a
No.
soul.
No.
No. If toys don't count, no.
Fair.
All right.
But that's like a toy though.
Okay, so
Damn.
so guys will f anything. Guys will fuck a couch.
No,
so
agree, yeah.
of course they will fuck a robot.
The fuck?
Dude, our vice president JD Vance fucks couches.
Mel's
Clock
over
it,
here like
clock
he's
it.
an exception. What? Like I wouldn't.
I would fuck a robot. Hell
Fuck
yeah.
a
You?
robot?
Hell
Would you?
yeah.
I would want to try that and see how that
Okay.
feels.
Okay,
There you go.
Okay,
Fair
there
enough.
you go.
And see how that
Good
feels.
way to be honest.
This.
Oh my God. Stop. So triggering.
You put Gina, pull your card.
Gina, your turn.
Last question before we get out of here.
Would you eat bull testicles for $500? I've done it for
I have
like
eaten
free.
bull testicles
I've done
That's
it for
easy.
free.
for free.
Yeah, I've done it
Rocky
for free.
Mountain Oyster. Pick a different
Season
one.
that shit up.
Pick a
Yeah.
different
Want
one.
me to pick a
Gina,
Just
pick a
don't
different
tell
one.
me it is
All right,
that
let's
and make
do
it
this.
really good. I'll probably do
I got
it.
really lame questions.
Rocky Mountain Oysters are really good.
Let's see.
Here, I got one. I'll finish it out
Yes,
here.
please.
Okay.
Have you ever stayed in a relationship just for the sex? Boom.
Yes,
Ooh.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
A romantic relationship or
Yes.
just a really? Oh, then no.
Chris?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Mal?
I'm 50-50.
So then, yeah. That's okay. I mean, it happened.
It's
It happened.
50-50.
You're a guy. Typically happens.
Yeah, I've definitely stayed a little bit longer just because of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It could happen.
Phil, read some of the comments. There's got to be a lot of comments.
Yeah, yeah.
If my robot looks as good as Chris, I'm good.
All right,
Wait, that's my boo thing.
Of
That's my
course,
baby girl.
Aisha.
But hell no, you better not be sticking nothing into fucking robot.
I
I'm
can't
right
have
here.
that with a robot. Laugh
It's
aloud.
too
It's too
weird.
weird. I need
feel
to
the
feel.
emotion.
Yeah.
hell no about
I can't do it
staying in
either.
a relationship and then everyone, love everyone and all day about.
All day, every day.
Bang, bang, boom, bang. All day, every day.
So
Wait,
guys,
which one was that a response to?
Yeah,
Chris?
for real,
about
Petey.
staying in relationships. So.
Oh, I see.
So guys, that was bad choices. There's a ton of cards. So we'll be using this for all the shows we do just to kind of end the
Yes.
show. Because today was kind of a heavy episode. But I think that was great. You guys like that?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Cool.
definitely
Yeah.
do.
So check out Bad Choices and you guys can buy that on
Sponsors
online
real quick.
somewhere. So let's go ahead. Let's go round of sponsors up now.
Cat first. Go ahead,
All
Cat.
right. Boom.
Dollar Cat.
That's my first book. Is on Amazon. This is a series, so cop that first one, and the second one following that one is Healing Through Running, Writing to Heal. This is my story. Check me out. Check me out.
Gina.
Hello, Governor. If you'd got some business ideas and you haven't brought them to realization, then this is where you should start.
You know what? I need to give you a.
Gina, you sound like my sex bot.
Oh my gosh.
No, I have one.
I mean,
No, I
I'm
have
gonna
one.
fucking change my accent.
No, you can't.
I have one. You guys
Literally,
want-
I'm
you guys
gonna
wanna
put
talk
you
to
in
her?
one of the films just for you to do the accent of a British. I swear to God.
You guys want to hear it real quick?
You be what?
no, I think I'm good.
No, I actually have one.
Oh my God.
Buy this book though.
Check us out.
Hold on. Let me.
I'm afraid.
Hold on. I gotta find it.
Oh,
real quick.
he's gonna
Chris.
keep going.
You want no? Yes.
No, I'm good. I did want to say real quick while he's trying to find his stuff. Thank you for everyone who commented on today. Again, it was a very rough topic. We are there for you. Just want to reiterate that if it was a little heavier or if it brought anything up, there is no shame in trying to get help. Professional help is out there. There are hotlines. Please use them. There's no shame. Unfortunately, for the majority of us, we've all found ourselves in places where we needed someone else, and there's no shame. We are people who need other people. And if you find yourself in a place that needs to heal from anything that was said today, or it brought up something from your childhood or past, or if you're currently going through anything, there are a lot of resources, mental health organizations, and I do encourage you to go get help. And help is good. Like if you need a therapist, if you need to go on medication after a professional's, advice, please do what you can to make it through another day. That's all I say. I
Gina.
wanted to leave with.
Gina. Say hi to Charity.
There you are. I'm
Oh my
Charity,
gosh.
your guide to irresistible pleasure and unapologetic liberation. Now tell me, love, whom do I have the pleasure of indulging with today?
My name is Gina.
Darling, are you still there?
I'm here. I
I'm
can
quite
hear you
eager
just
to hear
fine.
your voice. Or perhaps a whisper.
Pleasure, you guys.
So, yeah, I
Next.
do. If you guys want to do that, it's $3.99 a minute. Anyway,
Next one,
let's go
Phil.
to boo.
If you guys need a vacation, you guys need a getaway, you guys need to find the best prices, hit up V and Liz Hernandez. They are a husband and wife that just started their little traveling agency. So if you guys need something, please contact them.
Boom.
Next one, Bigelow Catering. Best burgers in town, best food in town. This is in Connecticut. I know it's in Connecticut. Contact him for catering parties and everything else that you need. The food is great. I think we have one more.
Yep, March 7th. Boom. This is going on.
March 7th. Nora will be here for the 50th episode, I think. Yeah.
That's March 18th. Remember, I won't be here that day.
Oh, don't remind me about that. So if you guys have a talent, she has not announced the judges yet, but I could announce myself as I am a judge. on this. The price went up from $100 to $250 cash prize.
Nice.
So if you guys want to come and show your talent, sign up.
Yep, glgfoundation.1.
Yes, sign up. Singers, rappers, anything that you do, anything
Talents
that
we
you-
haven't seen before.
Yes, anything that
Correct.
you do, anything that you do, please sign up. And
Boom.
then the next one, if you guys need a photographer, please contact Kat. Not this cat that's next to me, the other cat. Contact her. She does beautiful pictures. She is great at what she does, and blessings to everybody. So thank you everybody for Chris. Finally, thank you for coming. Yes.
Finally is crazy. Like I wasn't here a few episodes ago.
But still,
All I know is
I
that
was
you
supposed
need-
to trickle
You
in.
better
I
be
was
here
like-
on the 50th.
oh,
I am trying really hard.
I
to
already
be
told
there.
No,
hold
you're
on.
gonna be here.
Hold on,
You're
guys.
gonna be
Guys,
here. It's
guys,
non-negotiable.
guys. Hold on.
What?
It's Kaylin. Kaylin, you're live on the air.
I'm what?
Yeah, you're live on the air. Say hi.
What up?
What?
Hello.
He said what? What up?
I'm gonna call
Wait,
you
what's
back.
today?
This is Mal's show.
Oh shit! Sorry I couldn't be there. I had a shoot.
Yeah.
I got you, Kaylin.
I'm gonna hit you up in a minute.
For sure. Later.
So thank you everybody for please. This is episodes like this is for us to open up our hearts even more, that you guys probably don't even know what none of us have been through. So for Gina, something new that I didn't know about. Tito, thank you so much for sharing that,
For trusting us, yeah.
for trusting us as a man, for putting out your story like that, and maybe you can be helping somebody else, Gina.
Well, thank
And
you
then
everyone for also holding space, not only
Yes.
opening up, but for anyone out there who's listening
Mm-hmm.
and holding space for anyone that's struggling, and also for hearing us out tonight.
Very
thank
I
you.
knew that this was going to be a very emotional episode for us to open up even more. And please keep subscribing, keep sharing to people. We're almost at 500.
Yeah, there's one episode you shared. Share this one. 'Cause
Exactly.
This one can make a difference in somebody's life.
It could. It definitely could make a difference in somebody's life, and and we all experience different things in our lives where it can help somebody. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. We will be back March 4th, I believe. Yep, March 4th we will be back on. Until then, everybody stay safe. Bless up, and remember, you are not alone. You can contact one of us through our social medias. You are not alone. So everybody, have a great night and stay safe.
The rhythm tight, links up the lanes from day to night. Crew in the pocket, no hesitation. Wave after wave, feel the celebration. Baila, baila, let the remote take control. Toda la familia, corazón and soul. Turn the light low, feel the confirmation when the beat drops. Welcome to the nation. Move with the bass, whole crew in formation. Hands to the sky, feel the vibration. Lights in the booth, we run the rotation. Turn it up now, join the nation. Move with the bass, whole crew in formation. Hands to the sky, feel the vibration. Lights in the booth, we run the rotation. It's time to the Delgado Nation. Now for the beats.